6 days ago, I started with a single penny to do something never done before successfully, all while not being famous, to get a supercar. And now 9 trades later, we have an actual car, and this is the final episode. So welcome to day 7. It's pretty much the last episode before I go back to college. And you know, if you can't already tell, my cameraman, my little brother, isn't here anymore. He has soccer now, so there's a lot we have to get done. As you guys know, the car has its issues. The interior is absolutely cooked. If you guys don't remember, this door doesn't open, so we have to fix that. We have to take a look at the AC, just see what we can do to make this look as presentable as possible for this final trade. And we also didn't check what was in the glove box or the trunk when we got this car. So, you know, could be money, could be a body, we don't know.
But we will find out. And what I do know is this car has not been vacuumed in over 10 years. And although this was disgusting, I gotta say it was a little bit satisfying. But the back was no better. It was actually worse. Also, my AirPods had no battery. I just thought it looked cool for the shot. That said, we still hadn't opened the center console or the glove box.
So what do we have? Let's go through what is garbage and what isn't.
And we actually found the original manual, the original window sticker of the car that showed that a brand new car could cost you less than $20K back then. And behind all that garbage, Michael's brother's wallet full of old reward cards. And we found this.
I don't know if Jacob was a ladies' man, but Molly made him a custom CD.
So I sent Michael a text, but things got interesting in the center console.
What is even in here, buddy? Giovanni Armani, but no glasses. Bro, this should be like one of those videos where like they buy the empty storage units. We got an empty car, so now we gotta see if we get our money back. More garbage. A screwdriver, not bad. I don't know what that is, but okay. AMC stubs. I don't even know how old that is.
But guess what I find 2 seconds later?
More registration card. Hey, we got a Pokemon card. Maybe the Pokemon card is worth something. We got more Pokemon cards.
But there was still so much garbage in there. Once we finished the interior though, it was time for the
moment of truth to know what's in the trunk. It had things everywhere else, so, I mean, this is disgusting. Look at how dirty this is. This is gonna be one of the most satisfying things to vacuum up.
And it was a little satisfying, but I couldn't stop thinking about how does a car even get to this point? Like if I would have kept cleaning and I would have saw a squirrel, I would have just got bro to be my cameraman. Then we started cleaning out the trunk, which wasn't too bad, but now looking back, gloves should have been non-negotiable. I have no idea why I picked that up with my hand. With the inside of the car and the trunk finally looking decent, we obviously had to give some love to the outside of the car, but the paint was actually in really good condition. So I didn't want to mess that up, so I decided to hand wash the whole car. But my bucket ran out of water really quickly.
Since where I live, it's an apartment. We don't have access to a hose, so we gotta keep refilling up this bucket every time.
But that's why I got siblings, so I called up my little sister to help me, and we actually got pretty far that way. Except that after using a quarter of this car soap, it barely foamed up. But the sun was going down, so we had to finish. Even the rims were down bad. But with a little hope, we were bringing them back to life. But the same couldn't be said for the inside. I mean, remember, up until this point, all we had done was just vacuum it. We still had to wipe everything down. And the best way I can describe the smell of the inside of this car is like someone trying to microwave a wet sock.
We ended up finding $2.80 in the car in coins. I'm gonna give this to my sister because she helped me clean it out for free. Then I found this super rare Pokemon. Not playing with you. It's just this card right here. It goes for like $7. And then I found 5 of these. They're all the same. So $5 in that, which brings us to a grand total of $14.80, which I would say is a solid trade. We got this for a penny, and now we're up $14.80. You guys already know what we're gonna do with the Pokemon cards. We're gonna sign them and give them away. So if you haven't yet, subscribe. We're on the road to 100K. Tomorrow is a busy day. I honestly really wanted to fix a door handle, but honestly, at this point, we're on such a time crunch. There is a backup plan if everything else fails. But tomorrow, I already took some really high quality photos of the car. We're gonna go to some new dealerships and some old ones, trying to see if they're interested in trading. But let's be optimistic. We're gonna make a trade happen tomorrow.
What's the final quote of the day? Guys, I think she's meditating on the quote.
You messed me up.
All right, what's the quote?
The mind is the only weapon that doesn't need a holster.
And just like that, it was time to get that supercar. We had high quality photos of the car, a clean Carfax report, and a strong pitch. So our first stop was a corporate office. We were going straight to the owner of the dealerships.
Yes, chat. The main cameraman isn't here. No, he did not transition. I'm the sister. Yeah.
But they said to send him an email and it would take 2 weeks to get an answer back. So we made our way to Nick, the first dealership we ever asked. And every time we talk, he seems super interested, but I'm starting to think it's just for the camera.
Let me see what I got coming on Monday. Call me on Monday.
I'll give you a call then.
And then let me see what's coming on the truck. I'm trying to think. I don't remember. There's a bunch of trucks coming on Monday and Tuesday.
I figured I'd call him back later, but for now, there were still so many dealerships left and not enough time.
We just made it to the Hispanic dealership. This is probably the third time that I'm coming here just to see if they have anything. They've been interested this whole time. I don't know what's going on. So
I ended up waiting 20 minutes and got told they had nothing.
just read my text.
Okay. Okay.
This is gonna sound crazy, but I'm gonna go to Lexus and ask them for an LC500. Like,
And before you're like, oh bro, why are you wasting your time? Believe it or not, they actually didn't say no. They said they needed more information and they gave me an email.
yo, I studied that John so many times, bro.
You know what I was thinking?
What?
You're thinking too small, bro. Just contact the CEO of Lexus.
At this point, I felt like we were close to making a deal, but I still wasn't sure if it was.
It's that thing where like they're interested, but they're not interested. Also, you guys are insane. I saw a lot of you guys were leaving 5-star reviews for Advantage Motors. Like they texted me and they said to let you guys know that they really appreciate that because like it's really helpful for their business. So shout out to you guys for actually doing that because you guys are just going out of your way. So that's really nice. Yeah, they really appreciate it. They told me to let you guys know. We just made it to Space Auto. This place was recommended to me by Derek, who is the videographer for Advantage.
And you wouldn't believe who I found here. Derek himself. He was there filming videos for the dealership and said the owner wasn't there. So we made a quick phone call and we were on to dealership 34.
So we just got the car point and there's a McLaren over there. That's insane. Look at that.
Mother flirt.
But the McLaren hype was short-lived. He said he wasn't interested. Dealership 35 said maybe, but forget that, bro. This little kid was whipping around that SRT. If you're not whipping around an SRT by the time you're 9, you're broke. After that dealership, we hit the absolute floor. Dealership after dealership, it was the same story. Some said maybe, some stalled. Most just didn't even know what to do with the car. So after hours of chasing these dealerships with nothing to show, we decided to head home. And just when I thought the day couldn't get any worse. Now, if you're new here, you might be like, damn, they got my boy. But if you've been watching since I first started this channel, you already know cops love pulling me over. So it's not something JD Montclair can't handle.
That's you?
Yeah, I got a buzz.
So you don't have a front license plate?
Yeah, I apologize for that.
And for the rest of the day, I was locked in, texting, calling, and DMing every single dealership I could find. Because tomorrow, we weren't just showing up to pitch, we were showing up to close the deal. The next day, dealership number 40. No waiting, they brought me straight to the man in charge. And what he told me, you wouldn't even believe me.
So I will call my boss, which is in Egypt.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
tell him everything you told me
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now,
Yeah.
the right way.
Yeah.
And when you come in, I can take you all the way to the slot
Okay.
after his approval.
Right.
We have also nice Audis to trade.
Okay. Even that, yeah, that would work.
It's wood and very nice and bolder gray color.
Yeah.
And just like that, things were turning for us. But we couldn't get comfortable because they could be lying, and an Audi isn't our final car, so we had to keep going. But dealership number 41, even though they DM'd me back saying that their owner would be interested, still said no. And let's just say, even with all the work we put in the day before, this one said no, this one said no, this one said more than no.
I totally get that, but the company's not going to give a car.
Well, I would give you the car. I would give you. Yeah.
We don't want your car. We
Yeah.
don't want nobody to give us anything, you know. But we're also certainly not going to give a car to somebody.
No, maybe. They'd call me in 2 weeks.
Got a maybe. Bro, we got baited. It has this car in the photo, and then it's that.
The Diddy Mobile.
The owner wasn't there. These guys were smoking a massive hookah and told me to go across the street. And across the street, we were 1 week too late.
If you
I
want.
had a Mustang last week. Straight and I would have gave you the
What year?
2009 was stick shift.
I would have taken it too.
Yeah, nice car. Right?
I'm sorry, chat, if this looks so bad, but
Don't matter anyway. They also said more than no. I just forgot to press record.
He said no. He said we don't need that. Whatever that means.
We don't need that.
They got a bigger lot. He was nice. He just said no.
I don't know, bro. I'm honestly exhausted right now.
She's exhausted, but mind you, my brother used to get out of the car, stand, record, walk.
No.
She has been
Can you
seated in this
listen?
AC cooled car holding a camera up.
I'm-
It's unfortunate. It really is because like I really want this thing to work, bro. I want to finish this for you guys. Like this is a reality, bro. We're like you're not famous, so
You can probably guess what they said. At this point, we'd hit 58 dealerships, and 60 was right there. And honestly, it was starting to get to me. We sacrificed so much to get here, and no matter what, it still felt like we were failing, and there were no more dealerships around the area. So we left. But on the way home, I did spot another dealership, and to my surprise, they actually made me an offer. A Nissan Altima, but it was in really bad shape. And the next thing I knew, they were asking me to trade in my actual car. And I'm not gonna lie, that Altima had more issues than the Focus we had. So I dipped. So over the next couple days, every single person interested changed their mind. And this wasn't how I wanted it to end. I just didn't know how we were gonna get that supercar. I'm sure some of you watching probably hope we'd fail. But for those of you who believed in me, I didn't have an ending. Or at least the one where I got the supercar in 7 days. So there was no supercar and no way to keep the promises we made on day one.
Once we get the supercar, we're coming back here to the same spot. We're gonna find where Junior is, and we're gonna give him a little run in the LC 500.
And then we're gonna buy him a new pair of Beats.
We're gonna buy Junior a new pair of Beats for putting us on.
But if this was really how it was going to end, I needed some closure, so I went back.
But you guys didn't expect this. We're back at the original spot where we made the first trade ever on the first video. We're gonna try to see if we can find the guy with the red van who did the first trade ever with us, and then Junior, hopefully we can find him. I feel like it's just a final full circle moment. Yeah, I know this was the spot where we got made fun of, we got laughed at. What didn't happen over here, bro? This is where it started, and now we're at a car. We see the red van. Wait, his van is here, but where is he at? Oh, there he is. What's up, brother? Not a deal. This is the final video. So we wanted to come just say thank you for doing the trade with us and asking you why you did the first trade. You were the first person who traded with us in this video.
I want to make you guys successful. God bless you all.
And what's one piece of advice you'd give to the people watching this video?
Always treat everybody with respect and kindness because it'll come right back to you.
And as we were about to say goodbye and he realized this was actually the last video, he said this.
This should be the final video.
Let's keep going. Let's go for a house.
For a house?
Trade the car for a house.
Well, we didn't even get your name. What was your name?
Tim.
Tim?
Yeah.
JD. Nice to meet you, Tim.
I didn't know much about his story, but that day we made a friend. But we had to keep going so we could find Junior before they closed.
The question is, where's Junior?
But we couldn't find him, and at this point we had walked the entire flea market. But we saw his mom was here, so our only other option was to ask her.
Le iba a hacer una pregunta. ¿Está aquí Junior?
Sí.
And he was here. We just didn't see him because he was sleeping in the car under a tarp.
Oh, se durmió. Yo, Junior. Bro, Junior fell asleep. Yo, Junior, bro. We didn't think you were here, bro. We were walking around looking for you.
Still asleep.
Bro, give him a second. Give him a second. Let him wake up. Let him wake up. Piece of advice?
Stay in school, guys.
Stay in school. Stay in school. Junior. You heard it here from Junior. Stay in school.
And we took some time to catch up and talk for a while. But we couldn't be late for church. So before we left, I asked Junior if he had anything else he wanted to say for the final video. And he said this.
Keep going.
You think we could go on?
Become famous.
I'll see you, Junior. Take care, bro.
That same night, I couldn't sleep. I mean, I was afraid I'd let them down. Like, how am I supposed to keep going when I didn't even know what came next?
The manager?
Manager? We're all managers. We're all managing to kick you out.
I'm not interested.
At all?
Yeah, no.
It's nothing the owner would be interested in being a part of?
It was the middle of the night, and I got a notification from Instagram. It was a message from Junior.
This is phase 2. Let's start flipping cars.
Finally, JD's flipping cars.
Let's make it look like it's a Ford GT.
So what do you think makes his Ford GT look expensive? 2 words, shiny red paint. And how are we gonna do that? Definitely not with the soap we used before. We're using what the pros use. So step 1,
let's make this car shine with AvalonKing's car shampoo. I didn't actually even put that much soap, which is crazy. Oh, the window's open.
Besides looking cooler, thick foam clings to the car, lifting dirt and grime without scratching the paint. Unlike the watered stuff I was using before, this actually works. We were also able to restore this headlight with just soap, but a good wash is only the beginning. These faded plastics and scratches are not going to make the flipping easy, but if AvalonKing Ceramic Coating does what it's supposed to do, they got our back with a couple drops on their sponge.
Dude, it like sparkles.
And the best part, not only does it turn this into this, this, and to this. We were even able to get rid of the scratches under the door handle.
Insane, bro.
And that's because if you look super closely at your car paint, you'll notice that it's really uneven. And that's where dirt can build up and start damaging your paint. And that's where the ceramic coating comes in, acting like a force field, protecting the car from debris and scratches. And honestly, I was so shocked it worked, I had to try it out on my mom's car. And just like that, they were gone. And that's because the ceramic coating fills in the tiny imperfections in your paint. On top of that, it's also hydrophobic, which means water just glides right off of it, unlike the untreated side. And the best part, with just applying it once, this only lasts 24 hours. No, that'd be straight up robbery. It actually lasts up to 2 years or up to 5 years in ideal conditions. So this gets 5 big booms for me, and the link is in the description. And if you use code JDM25, you can save 25% off your order. So if you got a car or got multiple cars like me, this stuff protects it all. And after we finish ceramic coating the entire car, we are 100% ready for step 2. Step 2, get the car title. Step 3, sell the car. Sell it to someone from Facebook Marketplace.
You never got to say goodbye.
Where there's an LC500 right there. We just sold the car. I'm gonna try to catch up.
Step 4, use the money we just earned to buy our next car. Let's go meet the seller.
Hey, JD, I got the perfect car for you. What do you think?
Yeah, you too, Junior. See you, bro.
Hand them to me when you give them to me.
$70.
All right, well, say something. Say something to us.
Yo, ladies, single.
A little fun, you know, dream a little big, you know, because we're gonna make it one day. Everyone's coming with us.
We're gonna talk about this.
This so cool. Yo, wake up. Yo, wake up.
So I'm going, you know, this, you sure you just want to get some?
Yo, shake the hand.
Thank
you so much. 3, 2, 1, go. And
You guys miss me, I know. Spam 1 in the chat if you miss me.